Hey, what's up guys? This is Richard again for another edition of Learning with Rich. So for today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to create and modify ductwork. So I'm very happy to be with you again. So in this exercise, I'm going to uh, create and modify ductwork in an HVAC system. Okay? So I'm going to open now the exercise for this. If you don't have the exercise file that you can work on, so you can just message me, you can email me, and I'm going to share you the file. Okay, so I'm going to open the exercise file. Okay, this is actually just a continuation of the exercise that I have created before this, which is creating the layout, generating the HVAC layout from my last exercise. Now for this one, I'm going to create the ducting manually. Okay, so as a mechanical designer, so I'm going to modify the design of the return air system by adding a return air duct, and then I'm going to apply also a duct color fill to view the system name as the color scheme. Okay, so excuse. Okay, so to start creating a color fill for this one, so I'm going to select here the Analyze tab. Okay, and then after that, from the color fill panel, so I'm going to select here the duct legend. Okay, so I'm going to apply a duct color fill to view the system name as the color scheme. So I select the duct legend. Okay, and then I'm just going to place it here just beside. The placement of the color scheme is not critical for this exercise. So I'll just place it here. And then after that, I'm going to select now the duct color fill scheme. Okay, so I'll just use this and then I select here OK. Alright, so this is now the color. Okay, now so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to edit the scheme. Okay, so I'm going to edit the scheme, the color scheme. So I'm gonna select this, and then after that I select here edit scheme to modify a color scheme. So I select, and then I'm going to change the color here because right now the color is based on the flow. So I'm going to change this to uh, system name. Okay, so I'm going to select here system name. It's okay. I'll just select okay. Right, so this is now the color, and then I select okay. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to create now a ductwork using control grips and the routing solutions options. So how to do that? So to start with, so let's say for example this duct, I want to connect this duct here. Okay, so to this return diffuser. Okay, so one option that you can do is you can select or you can just drag first. Okay, I'm going to drag first this duct until it aligns to the center of this air diffuser, okay, or air terminal. So I'm going to drag this until such time it intersect with the center of this, just like this. You see, it snaps. Okay, so I'll just drag like that. And then what I'm going to do is, while this duct is selected, I'm going to hold control and then I'm going to select the air terminal. So this is what I'm going to do. So I click both, the air terminal and then the duct. Okay, and then from the modify multi-select tab here, so you can see the edit panel, layout panel, fabrication, analysis, selection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this routing solutions. Okay, so I select the routing solutions. Okay, so this is one option of creating your ductwork. So from here, you can select different solution, like for example, so I can select here next solution, just like this, right? Okay, so you can select from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna select this one. Okay, so this solution, 3 out of 4. So this is one way of connecting your duct to an air terminal. So you can use the routing solutions. Okay, then after that, after you select the solution that you want, so I'm going to select here the finish. Okay, so just click that, and there you go. And then I select here modify. Okay, so if you want to see this in a 3D view, so the 3D view here is already created. So I'm going to select return ducts. Okay, so this is the one that I just created. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to connect, or I'm going to create a duct to be connected to this air terminal. Okay, so going back to my level 2 HVAC plan, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this duct fitting, click the duct fitting, and then after that, you see there's a plus sign there, so I'm going to select the plus sign. So what will happen is the Revit will convert the L fitting to T fittings. Okay, and then if I now select the fitting here, so you will now see this node here, wherein if you right click this, you will be able to create a duct or even a flex duct. Okay, right? Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to right click this, and then I'm going to select draw duct. Okay, now so as you can see, the duct that you will be creating here is round duct. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click the drop down arrow here, and then I'm just going to change that to mitered elbows T's type of duct. So I'm going to select this. All right, there you go. And then I'm going to connect now that to the connector of my air terminal. So I'm going to pick. Okay, and then again, I select modify. I'll check again the 3D view. There you go. Okay, this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to select, or I'm gonna go to the systems here. Okay, systems, and then I'm gonna select here convert to flex duct. Okay, so what does it do? It changes a length of ductwork connected to an air terminal from rigid duct to flexible duct. Okay, so I'm gonna select convert to flex duct. Okay, and then after that, so as you can see on my status bar, it says select an air terminal. So I'm going to select the air terminal. So I click this. There you go. So it's the Revit convert the rigid duct to an flexible duct. Okay. So going back to my level 2 HVAC plan, so I'll just continue. Okay, so another way of connecting your air terminal to your duct is by selecting the air terminal and then using this tool, connect into. It creates a physical connection between a selected component and a duct or pipe. Okay, so again, I just select the air terminal, and then you can now see here connect into. So I select this. There you go. And then I'm going to click now the duct where I want to connect the air terminal. So I click. All right. Okay, so this is another way of connecting your air terminal to a duct. Okay, by using the connect into tool. Okay, so in the 3D view, it looks like this. Where's that? Okay, this one. Okay, so you can type SD to change the visual style to shaded view. All right, so SD. Okay, so again, I'm gonna select the Systems tab and then convert to flex dock if I want that to be converted to a flex dock, and then I'm gonna select now the air terminal. There you go. Okay, and then the last dock, of course, you can just another way you can click the dock, you just hold and drag that point and snap it here to the connector of your air terminal. That's why it's very important for you to create your family with a connector. Okay? You do not just simply create a 3D of the family. So in Revit MEP, so you need to place a connector. Okay? There it goes. So I select return docs again. Okay? So that's how it looks like. So I select convert to flex doc, and then I select now the air terminal. There you go. Okay? So this is now the complete exercise for this one. Okay? So that's how you create your layout manually. That's how you create your duct to connect to your air terminal. Right? So hopefully you learned something from this video. So if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, questions, you can just put your comments below, and then I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also install QuipSpear and then add me. I already created video for that, and the description on how to use the QuipSpear is in the description also of this video. Okay, so once again, thank you for watching Learning with Rich, and until then, take care.